They say death is humanity's greatest fear, but that's not true. Most people would rather die than speak in front of a crowd. This is glossophobia, the fear of public speaking, and it's one of the most common phobias in the world. But why does standing in front of others, doing something as simple as talking, feel like standing at the edge of a cliff? Let's begin with a story. Imagine walking onto a stage. The lights hit your face. Dozens, maybe hundreds of eyes stare at you, waiting, judging. You open your mouth and your throat tightens. Your hands sweat. Your heartbeat becomes a drum you can't silence. Your body is convinced you're in danger. But there's no tiger, no fire, no trap, just people. This is your brain misfiring an ancient alarm. Thousands of years ago, rejection meant death. Our ancestors survived by belonging. If the tribe cast you out, you'd starve or be eaten. So our brains evolved to fear social rejection as much as physical pain. When you stand before an audience, your body reacts as if your survival is at stake. Adrenaline floods your bloodstream. Your muscles tighten. Your mouth dries. It's the same fight or flight response triggered by real danger, except this time it's caused by attention. Your fear is not weakness, it's biology. There's another layer to this fear, deeper, quieter. It's not the people watching that scares us, it's ourselves watching through them. The moment you speak, your mind projects a camera outward. You see yourself through their eyes, magnified, distorted. You imagine the stumble, the awkward pause, the blank look. Every possible mistake becomes a scene in your private nightmare. Psychologists call this self-focused attention. It traps you inside your own head, turning your audience into mirrors reflecting only your flaws. But here's the truth. No one is watching as closely as you think. Most people are too busy worrying about their own image. Glossophobia grows like a shadow. You fear speaking, so you avoid it. Avoidance becomes safety. Safety becomes habit. And habit becomes a prison. Every time you escape a chance to speak, your brain learns one thing: avoiding it keeps me alive. That's how phobias grow, not from the fear itself, but from the silence after it. Breaking this cycle isn't easy, but it's possible. Step 1, reframe the threat. When your heart races, don't fight it. That energy is not fear, it's fuel. Your body is giving you the same chemicals athletes use to perform. Instead of saying, I'm nervous, try saying, I'm excited. It sounds small, but your brain listens to language. When you rename your fear, you rewrite its meaning. Step 2, desensitize the beast. Phobias thrive in avoidance, but they weaken in exposure. Start small. Speak in front of a mirror, record your voice, say your ideas out loud when no one's around. Then try speaking to one person, then 3, then a room. The more you face it, the more your brain learns. You're safe. Every repetition teaches your nervous system that the stage isn't a battlefield, it's just a space. Step 3, anchor in presence. Fear lives in the future. It whispers, what if I forget? What if they laugh? But presence is your shield. Before speaking, ground yourself. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Look at one person in the crowd. Speak to them. Then move to another. Let your focus become connection, not performance. When you focus outward to share, not to survive, fear loses its oxygen. Step 4, practice self-compassion. Perfectionism fuels phobia. The belief that every word must be flawless makes your voice shake before it even leaves your lips. But nobody remembers perfect speeches. They remember honest ones. Remind yourself, every great speaker once forgot a line. Every confident person once trembled. Even legends like Winston Churchill and Barbara Streisand battle stage fright for years. You are not alone in your fear. You're part of a very human story. Step 5. Work on the root, not the moment. Public speaking, fear is often a mirror of deeper insecurity. Fear of judgment, fear of inadequacy, fear of rejection. To truly heal, don't just practice the act of speaking. Practice accepting yourself. Meditation, journaling, and therapy can help you uncover where that fear was born. Sometimes it started in a classroom when laughter followed a mistake. Sometimes it came from silence, from years of being told to keep your voice down. But here's the secret: your voice was never meant to stay quiet. Step 6. Rehearse for the real world. Before any speech, visualize the environment. Imagine the lights, the people, the sound of your footsteps. Walk through it mentally, calmly. The brain doesn't know the difference between visualization and reality. So when the moment comes, it will feel like deja vu instead of danger. Then record yourself. Watch with curiosity, not criticism. Note your strengths before your flaws. Repetition builds resilience. The moment you stop running from fear and start working with it, something changes. Your heartbeat doesn't vanish, but it aligns. Your shaking hands still move, but they emphasize your message. You realize that fear was never your enemy. It was your body's way of saying, "This matters." In a world that rewards silence with comfort, the bravest act is to speak anyway. Your fear of public speaking isn't a weakness. It's proof that you care about being understood, about being heard, about connecting. So next time you feel that tremor in your voice, remember, it's not a signal to stop. It's an invitation to grow, because courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision that your message is louder than your heartbeat. This was Paranoia. Discover powerful true stories, explore hidden truths, and uncover the moments that define who we are. Subscribe for more stories that brings you closer to the people, places, and events that most never notice, but everyone should know.